A New Earth, Awakening to Your Life's Purpose, by Eckhart Tolle, is a spiritual guide that encourages readers to transcend their ego-driven identities and awaken to a higher state of consciousness. Tolle suggests that human suffering is largely caused by the ego, a false sense of self that is rooted in materialism, separation, and negative emotions. He argues that by detaching from the ego and becoming more present, individuals can achieve inner peace, live more meaningful lives, and contribute to the creation of a better world. The book builds on the ideas from Tolle's earlier work, The Power of Now, but it goes further by addressing how an individual's spiritual awakening can positively impact the collective consciousness of humanity, leading to the emergence of a new earth characterized by compassion, cooperation, and peace. Ego and the false self. At the heart of Tolle's philosophy is the idea that most people are dominated by their ego, which he defines as a false sense of self created by the mind. The ego is constantly seeking validation, power, and identity through external factors such as possessions, status, relationships, and achievements. This attachment to external things creates a sense of separation from others, leading to competition, conflict, and suffering. The ego feeds on negative emotions like fear, anger, resentment, and jealousy, causing individuals to identify with these emotions and reinforcing their false self. Tolle explains that the egoic mind thrives on past regrets and future anxieties, pulling people away from the present moment, which is where true peace and fulfillment can be found. A key component of the ego is the pain body, a term Tolle uses to describe the accumulated emotional pain that individuals carry with them. The pain body is often triggered by external events, causing people to react in negative ways that perpetuate their suffering. According to Tolle, the pain body is both individual and collective. Humankind as a whole carries the pain of past traumas, wars, and injustice, which manifests in recurring patterns of violence and oppression. Awakening to consciousness. The primary message of A New Earth is that individuals must awaken from the unconscious state in which they are controlled by their ego. This awakening is the process of becoming aware of the ego and its limiting patterns, and learning to disidentify from it. Tolle describes this awakening as a shift in consciousness from being dominated by the mind to being present in the now, which allows individuals to experience a deeper connection to their true selves, others, and the world around them. Awakening begins with awareness of the present moment. Tolle encourages readers to cultivate mindfulness, which means observing their thoughts, emotions, and reactions without becoming attached to them. By practicing mindfulness, individuals can begin to recognize when the ego is taking over and choose to return to the present, where they can access peace and clarity. Another aspect of awakening is recognizing the impermanence of all things. The ego clings to people, possessions, and ideas, fearing their loss. However, Tolle explains that everything in life is transient, and by accepting this impermanence, individuals can free themselves from the ego's grip. Letting go of attachment to external forms allows individuals to connect more deeply with their true nature, which Tolle describes as the eternal, unchanging essence that exists beyond the mind and ego. The role of suffering in awakening. Tolle acknowledges that suffering often plays a critical role in the process of awakening. When individuals experience deep pain, whether from personal loss, failure, or existential crisis, they may become disillusioned with the ego's promises of happiness and fulfillment. This disillusionment creates an opening for spiritual growth, as people begin to question their attachment to external things and seek a deeper sense of meaning and purpose. However, Tolle warns that suffering alone does not guarantee awakening. Many people become trapped in their pain and reinforce their ego's identity as a victim. Awakening requires a conscious choice to turn inward, observe the suffering without judgment, and allow it to dissolve in the light of awareness. This process requires both courage and patience, as individuals must face their pain directly rather than avoiding or suppressing it. The power of presence. A central theme in Tolle's teaching is the importance of presence. Presence, or being fully aware of the present moment, is the antidote to the ego's domination. When individuals are present, they are not lost in thoughts of the past or future, nor are they consumed by emotions or desires. Instead, they experience a state of alertness and calm that allows them to respond to life's challenges with clarity and wisdom. Tolle describes presence as the gateway to spiritual enlightenment, which he defines as a state of inner peace and unity with all of life. He explains that presence is not something that can be achieved through effort or striving. It is simply a state of being that arises when individuals let go of their identification with the mind and ego. In this state, people are able to experience a deep sense of joy and connection that is independent of external circumstances, living a life of purpose. Tolle argues that true purpose in life comes not from the ego's desire for achievement, success, or recognition, but from aligning with the flow of life and serving a higher purpose. This higher purpose is not a specific goal or career path, but rather a way of being that contributes to the collective awakening of humanity. He emphasizes that individuals can contribute to the creation of a new earth by living in alignment with their true selves and by acting from a place of presence and compassion rather than ego and fear. This shift in consciousness can begin on a personal level, but has the potential to transform the world as more and more people awaken to their true nature. Conclusion: A new earth is a call for both personal and collective transformation. Eckhart Tolle offers a path to inner peace and fulfillment by encouraging readers to transcend their ego-driven identities and embrace a new way of being rooted in presence, awareness, and compassion. By awakening to their true selves, individuals can not only improve their own lives, but also contribute to the creation of a more harmonious and enlightened world. The book serves as both a practical guide for spiritual growth and a visionary manifesto for the future of humanity.